Good morning, Al Roker here. And it's that time again. The new almanacs are out with their fall 2025 forecasts. For generations, these books have offered a blend of science and folklore. And today, we're breaking down what they predict for the months ahead. We'll cover who gets more summer, who needs sweaters early, where it'll be dry, and where you might see early snow. Whether you're planning a trip, prepping for harvest, or just want to know if you'll need a jacket for Halloween, we've got you covered. So grab your pumpkin spice latte and let's dive into the forecast. The headline for fall 2025? Warmth. Lots of it. As the leaves begin to turn and the days grow shorter, most Americans can expect a season that feels more like a gentle extension of summer than a brisk leap into autumn. This year, the story across the country is one of lingering sunshine, mild breezes, and temperatures that invite you to stay outdoors just a little longer. Both major almanacs are in rare agreement. Most of the U.S. will see a warmer than average autumn. That means more opportunities for picnics in the park, family strolls under golden trees, and afternoons spent soaking up the sun. Instead of bundling up early, you might find yourself reaching for sunglasses and a light jacket well into October. The Atlantic Corridor, stretching from bustling cities like New York and Philadelphia down to the southeast and sunny Florida, will all enjoy extended summer-like conditions. Imagine beach days in late September, outdoor dining on warm evenings, and a slower, softer transition into fall. For those who love the sun, this is the year to savor every last ray. The Deep South, the Heartland, and even the Intermountain West, think Colorado, Utah, and Idaho, are all in for a mild season. Farmers may see a longer harvest window, and communities can look forward to more outdoor festivals and events without the chill that usually signals autumn's arrival. This warmth stretches from the majestic Rockies to the wide-open plains, making for a long hiking and outdoor season. Trails will stay busy, and cyclists and joggers can enjoy crisp, clear days without the bite of cold air. It's a perfect time for adventure seekers and nature lovers alike. Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, and the Dakotas are all firmly in the warm zone. Whether you're planning a backyard barbecue, a football game, or a weekend road trip, expect plenty of sunshine and comfortable temperatures. The warmth will linger, making it easy to enjoy the great outdoors. Out west, California, Arizona, and the Pacific Northwest will also be milder than usual. From the beaches of Southern California to the forests of Oregon and Washington, and even the deserts of Arizona, autumn will feel more like a gentle pause before winter rather than a dramatic change. Even Alaska is expected to join in with above-average temperatures. Residents there can look forward to a rare treat, a fall that's less about frost and more about enjoying the outdoors before the snow arrives. It's a coast-to-coast forecast for warmth, with only a few exceptions in the far northern reaches. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, the story is the same. Autumn 2025 will be remembered for its mild, inviting weather. So, don't pack away those short sleeves just yet. Keep your summer wardrobe handy because you'll likely need it for weeks to come. The season's warmth is an open invitation to enjoy every moment outside. For most, it'll be a gentle slide into cooler weather, not a sudden drop. The leaves will change slowly, and the air will stay comfortable, making it easy to savor the beauty of fall without rushing indoors. Enjoy the sunshine while it lasts. This autumn promises to be one of the warmest and most pleasant in recent memory, so make the most of every golden afternoon and crisp, clear evening before winter finally arrives. Not everyone gets endless summer. Some regions will feel that classic autumn chill. Interior New England, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and upstate New York are all forecast to be cooler than average. This means vibrant foliage and brisk mornings, perfect for leaf peepers. The chill dips south along the Appalachians from Pennsylvania to North Carolina and Tennessee. The Great Lakes and Upper Midwest, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, could see an early taste of winter. Even parts of Arizona and New Mexico, plus Hawaii, are flagged for cooler than normal conditions. If you love sweater weather, these are your spots. The other big story this season? Dryness, and lots of it. Across the country, the lack of rain is shaping up to be a defining feature of the fall. From coast to coast, the weather pattern is shifting, and the forecast is clear, literally. Most of the U.S. is expected to see below-average rainfall over the next few months. Meteorologists are pointing to persistent high-pressure systems that will keep much of the country drier than usual, with only a few pockets of relief. California and the Southwest, already known for their arid climates, are bracing for an even drier than normal season. This raises the risk of drought conditions intensifying, and the threat of wildfires remains high as vegetation dries out even further. The southern tier, stretching from Arizona all the way to Florida, will also be feeling the heat and the dryness. While the sunny weather might be a boon for outdoor events and festivals, it's a real challenge for farmers and anyone relying on regular rainfall for crops and livestock. The Heartland, the Ohio Valley, and the Mid-Atlantic states are not immune either. These regions, often considered the breadbasket of America, are entering a period where soil moisture deficits could impact harvests and water supplies, making it a critical time for agriculture. Even the Northeast, which typically enjoys cooler temperatures and more precipitation, will see less rain and snow than usual. This could mean a late start to the winter snowpack and drier forests heading into the colder months. Nearly every region across the country will be thirsting for moisture, with only a couple of exceptions where rainfall might be closer to normal. The widespread dryness is a concern for ecosystems, water management, and communities alike. Expect plenty of sunshine and clear skies, but remember to keep an eye on your water needs. Whether you're tending a backyard garden or managing a large farm, water conservation will be more important than ever. It's a beautiful setup for outdoor activities and scenic drives, but the underlying dryness is a potentially concerning trend that could have lasting impacts if the rains don't return soon. There are a few wet spots on the map. The high plains, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, Dakotas, should see above-average precipitation. This is great news for agriculture and could mean early snow in the mountains. The Pacific Northwest, Washington and Oregon coasts, will also be wetter than usual. Expect more gray, drizzly days and a boost for local ecosystems. These regions stand out as green islands in a sea of dryness. For everyone else, keep the rain gear handy only if you're traveling to these spots, otherwise it's mostly dry. As fall arrives, it marks the peak of hurricane season, a time when the tropics become especially active. This year, the 2025 hurricane season is shaping up to be one of the most eventful in recent memory, with meteorologists warning of heightened activity across the Atlantic basin. Forecasters are predicting a significantly above-average number of named storms, potentially 20 or even more. Several of these storms are expected to reach major hurricane status, meaning they could bring powerful winds, heavy rainfall, and dangerous storm surges to coastal communities. The main drivers behind this active outlook are unusually warm Atlantic sea surface temperatures, which provide extra fuel for developing storms, and the potential return of a La Niña pattern. La Niña tends to reduce wind shear, making it easier for hurricanes to form and intensify. Historically, late September and early October are the most dangerous periods for the East Coast, with a higher chance of landfalling hurricanes. Meanwhile, the Gulf Coast often faces its greatest threats in mid to late October, so residents in these areas should be especially cautious as the season progresses. If you live anywhere along the coast, now is the time to review your hurricane plan, secure your property, and make sure you have supplies on hand. Taking action early can make a big difference if a storm heads your way. Remember, while forecasts can give us a sense of the season's intensity, they can't predict exactly where or when a hurricane will strike. That's why preparation and staying informed are so important for everyone in hurricane-prone areas. While many people look forward to the crisp air and changing leaves of autumn, those living near the coast must remain vigilant. Keeping an eye on the tropics and monitoring weather alerts can help keep you and your loved ones safe. This is the most high-impact part of the fall weather forecast. Stay alert, stay prepared, and make sure you have a plan in place to protect yourself and your family throughout hurricane season. Winter lovers, listen up. Some regions could see early snow. The Rockies, Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, Montana, are primed for those first flakes, thanks to above-average precipitation and cooling temps. Early snow is great news for ski resorts and winter sports fans. The Great Lakes region could also see lake-effect snow as cooler air arrives, possibly as early as late November. Places like Buffalo and Michigan's Upper Peninsula might get a wintry preview while others are still raking leaves. It's a classic sign of the changing seasons. For some, autumn will come with a hint of winter magic. Halloween 2025 looks chilly for much of the country. Expect a dip in temperatures and possibly some brisk winds as a cold front sweeps through. Thin costumes won't cut it. Plan for layers or a jacket. Some areas, especially the east, could see rain or even wet snow in higher elevations. Parents, have a plan B for trick-or-treating and keep umbrellas handy. The Northeast, Appalachians, and Great Lakes will be coldest, with temps dipping into the 30s and 40s. It's classic autumn weather. Perfect for a spooky, memorable night. Zooming in on the Atlantic corridor, Boston to DC, the forecast is warm and dry. Expect more mild, sunny days and a delayed first frost, perfect for outdoor activities. The growing season will stretch longer and parks will stay green, but drier conditions could stress trees and lower reservoir levels. The big, wild card hurricane season. Late September and early October bring a risk of tropical storms, so while the day-to-day is pleasant, stay prepared for sudden weather changes. Enjoy the beautiful autumn, but keep your hurricane plan handy. It's a season of comfort, with a caveat. The Pacific Northwest gets a unique mix, warmer and wetter than usual. Expect mild temps and more rain, especially in Washington and Oregon. The hiking and camping season will last longer, but rain gear is a must. Heavy rain could bring localized flooding and landslides, especially in burn areas. Snow levels in the mountains will be higher, delaying ski season until late November or December. The forests will thrive, but too much rain at once can be a problem. It's a classic, soggy, mild autumn for the region. Embrace the drizzle, its signature PNW weather. The Heartland, America's agricultural core, faces a warm, dry fall. Warmth is great for harvest, letting crops dry and farmers work efficiently. But the lack of rain means soil moisture won't be replenished, which is bad news for winter crops. Dry conditions also raise the risk of grass fires, especially on windy days. It's a beautiful autumn for festivals and football, but drought concerns will grow as the season progresses. By November, many will be hoping for rain or snow before winter sets in. Enjoy the sunshine, but watch for fire hazards and parched fields. The season starts easy, but ends with a thirst for moisture. That's your fall 2025 outlook, mostly warm, mostly dry, with a few cool and wet exceptions. For more details, check out the almanacs or your local weather updates. Subscribe for more seasonal forecasts, and thanks for joining me today. No matter the weather, have a wonderful and safe fall. See you for the winter outlook.